Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to a new DC live stream altcoin technical analysis video. Damn, that's a mouthful. Glad to have you with us. I see that we have 2 people on the stream, which is great to see. Guys, this is the altcoin technical analysis TA, which basically means you as viewers can just nominate your favorite altcoin and I'll do some technical analysis for it. But until whilst we're waiting for our first altcoin, let's have a look at Bitcoin. It had a bit of a pump this afternoon. Currently, we are stuck at the value area high. Excuse moi. The value area high of the entire range. Now, I did a video this morning for our private coaching group saying more than likely if we do break to the upside, we're going to find resistance at this value area high. Excuse moi. Hay fever. Not the best thing to have. And we have found resistance at the value area high, which technically is still, once again, a lower high. So we have a high, we have a low, we have a higher or lower high, we have a lower low, we have a lower high. And now, are we going to get a breakout? So basically, if we get a breakout, we want to see a breakout of the range. We want to see a retest of the range. So where we currently are, 16,900, and then a push to the upside. More than likely right now, it seems like we're going to get some upside, but yeah, I'm not getting bullish at all. Basically, I'm not going to get bullish until, as a market, we reclaim at least 21,500. And once we reclaim that, we then need to create a higher low from the low that we just created here, and then finally a higher high to wherever we peak up here. So we still got lots of resistance between now and then. We have this descending wedge trend line. We have the wick back here from November 11th, and we're at the value area high of the range. So things are not looking great. On top of that, I spoke about it on Monday. We have the hash ribbons indicator, which has signaled capitulation. And out of the last 6 times we have crashed. Now, the 2 times that we didn't crash were during a bull market, but we are in a bear market. So I expect the same to occur. Look, this is only one indicator. Yes, we possibly have bottom, but all I want to show you is the hash ribbons indicator is signaling a capitulation, which usually means a sell-off. So whilst we're having a good day on altcoins and Bitcoin, things are still, we're not out of the blue. We're not out of the blue till 21,500. And then we can have confidence of getting back into the market. So someone wants me to look at Doge. Let's have a look at Dogecoin. So I do hold a bit of Doge, bought some Doge when we bottomed out the other day. So let's have a look at Doge. Alrighty, so Doge is doing relatively well. Let me just remove that indicator. We can see that we basically formed a double bottom and Doge has continued to the upside. Let me just turn on a couple of my other indicators. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go stochastic and let's go MACD. Alrighty. So on the 4-hour, we can see that we're in heavy green money flow, which means Doge's price looks like it wants to continue to the upside on the short time frames. On the 1 hour, looks like the money flow is curving down. So what we're probably going to see with Doge is maybe come up to this 12.5 cents region, which is the golden pocket from the recent high that we made at about 16 cents and this low right here. So I expect a pullback from this region yeah, any time in the next 24 to 48 hours, I would maybe a little bit longer, who knows. So if Doge does continue, does that mean Bitcoin continues? Well, I don't think, because the market is driven by Doge, but more so driven by Elon Musk. So whatever the Musk says, then we're going to get some action. On the daily, seems like we're, yeah, like I said, I'm looking for some resistance here at about 12.5 cents. The stochastic is in the overbought territory. That's the other thing that I'm thinking about with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, a lot of the high time frames are in the overbought territory. So if we quickly go to Bitcoin, on the daily, stochastic, yeah, did turn up. That's why we had this pump, but still overbought territory. 12-hour, overbought territory. 10-hour, we just started getting a bit of a deviation in the momentum wave. So it's jagged to the right, but still overbought. 8-hour, overbought. 6-hour, overbought. 4-hour, overbought. 3-hour, overbought. 2-hour, overbought. 1 hour on a bit of a decline, but looks like it's having a bit of a hitch. So could we get maybe one more pump and then get a bit of a bearish divergence on the 1 hour? Sure, we could possibly get that. But like I said, we've found resistance here at the value area high of the range. So for me, I just feel like we're not going to get too much continuation and the bear market continues. Of course, I could be wrong, but right now, this pump as well has created some single prints. So single prints is where you have 3 candles, consecutive candles like so. But in this middle candle, you can see that the preceding candle did not come to the low range of this candle, which means that we have this gap that needs to be filled. Think of it like a bit of a CME gap in a way. So yeah, right now I feel like we've probably peaked out, and we're probably going to come back down to at least maybe the point of control, all right, of the range. So the point of control of the range right now is at 16,561. So I could see us coming down to there. See if we can get support here. If we can get support here and then break up to the upside, awesome. So look for a bounce here. But if that does not support us, then we're going down to Doomstown. So that's about it. All right, because it's an altcoin TA, let's jump into ETH, even though ETH is, I guess you could say, a bit of a, blue chip coin. I wouldn't really call it an altcoin anymore, but yeah. Look, it's trading at $12,068. It's found resistance as well at the value area high of the range. On the 4 hour, it looks like, yeah, we're probably topped out just for the short term. On the daily, I mean, look, stochastic RSI, I do love the stochastic RSI, especially when we're overbought or oversold. It usually means we're going to get a reversal. So if you're a bit of a swing trader, it's, a pretty simple indicator to use. But let's just circle every time that we've been in the overbought territory. And let's have a look at what happens at those instances for Ethereum. All right, so I think I've marked out about 8 circles here. So let's line them up. Sell-off. Sell-off. Well, we had a pump here, but then we end up having a bit of a sell-off. Here was a sell-off. Here was, oops, let me just change that. Here we have a sell-off. Here we have a sell-off. Here we had a sell-off. Here we had a sell-off. Well, that's not overbought, but up here, well, we still pumped a few more candles and then ended up selling off. So right now, it doesn't surprise me that, yeah, we had a bit of a pump, because the moving averages have crossed over. So even though we're on the daily, yeah, maybe we have a couple more days of pumpage, on Ethereum and Bitcoin or the whole crypto market cap. But, all the indicators are in the oversold territory on the short-term time frame. What is interesting, though, is on the weekly stochastic, we are starting to turn up, okay? Even on the CME chart, we are turning up. And on the Bitcoin derivatives chart on Bybit, we're also turning up. So the macro time frame seems to be bullish. On the monthly one as well, as I've discussed this before, we've started creating some lighter colored histogram candles, which sort of indicates a bottom. So we could have possibly bottomed, but right now, like I said, on the daily, let's go 5-day. Yeah, on the daily and below, so 1 hour to daily, we're in the overbought territory. All right, so I think we do need a bit of a pullback from where we are, but where do we get that pullback and how far down do we go? I guess time will tell. Casper. Someone wants me to look at Casper. CSPR, I think that's it. Yep. Cool. So, guys, if you're watching, I see we got 6 people watching. Make sure, first of all, you drop your favorite altcoin in the chat so I can do some technical analysis on it. 2, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And number 3, make sure you turn on notifications because we do go live 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. And we have educational content on the weekend. So let's go to the daily. I'm pretty sure I looked at this not too recently, and yeah, look, it's at the bottom of the range, so it's a great time to accumulate. Casper looks like we have, I mean, look, there you go. Stochastic tells me a lot. Right now we're in the overbought territory. So Casper is overbought. The money flow seems like it's curving down. So could we come back down a bit like what I'm expecting with Bitcoin one more time? Quite possibly, but this is, look at all this. If we just take a fixed range profile from this entire sideways range, we'll get a lot of information. All right, so we're in the value area, okay? So we have the point of control. Look at that wick hitting that point of control perfectly and then obviously selling off. So we're at the value area low of the range. So it means, yeah, if we do get a pump, I'd look to sell at 3.7 cents. And then we have the value area high. So there is a fair bit of volume where we currently are right now. You can see this very big, large volume spike. Let me just turn that off right there. You can see this large volume spike in the yellow, boom, which is where we're currently hanging around. So if we can hold this as support, it's not a bad spot to get into Casper right now. But as you can see, we've had a lot of trading down here. So this could be the floor. Because we've basically been at the floor since June. So unlike Bitcoin that has had a couple more legs down, seems like Casper is at the bottom end of the range. But at the end of the day, we don't know where that's going to, what it's going to do. It could break a bit lower, but the lowest I could see it is maybe equal the lows here at 2.2 cents. It's not really a coin that I'm looking at, but I should do some more research on Casper. BNB. No, I have not done BNB. Let's have a look at BNB. Alrighty, BNB. So BNB is in this range as well. I feel like I saw something with BNB. What did I see with BNB? Was it I forget what I saw with BNB, but let me take off log. Okay. When I'm out of log, we can see the BNB is in this channel, this rising channel. So we're going to have some resistance at the middle of the channel, which is right now at about 330, which is also the value area high of the sideways range. So probably going to, find some resistance at $332. But then we also have support at the bottom end of the range here, which is also the value area low. So I don't see a major breakdown for BNB unless Bitcoin dives. And even if it does dive, we've got $260 as some support for BNB. To the upside, well, let's have a look. We can just quickly do like a fib retracement. Okay, we have a major fib level at 327. We've got the golden pocket at $486. So if we do push to the upside, I would look for shorts up here, but doesn't mean we will pump. I'm just saying these are the areas of where I'm looking for. So short from here, long down here. This is the trader's life. You got to look for resistance, support, and then sort of make your mind up about what's going on. But if we zoom out, look, we're in the green money flow. Even though the money flow is turning down, that's not looking good. We're in the bought territory, much like Bitcoin and like most of the altcoins. So I think that we've seen the most of the pump. I'm going out on a leg here saying I think we've seen the most of the pump and now we turn down. But it seems like because we found this as resistance and we weren't able to cleanly break out of the value area high, I think that, yeah, this could possibly be it. Unfortunately, this probably got a lot of people to FOMO in. Look, at the best case scenario for Bitcoin, if I was to give you my honest answer, if we do pump to the upside, even though with everything still going on, I don't see why we would. We have the value area of the previous range. Oh, no, sorry, I got to change this drawing because this went a bit wider. So we have the value area low of the previous range at 18,600. So even if we do pump, right, which is only about, $2,000 from where we are now, I could see this is going to be huge resistance, all right? And this would make for a wonderful short anyways, because a lot of people are like, yes, we've bottomed, we're pumping up here. We've broken even this previous high of 18,118, and then we roll over. But yeah, right now, I just don't see Bitcoin and the news working together. The technicals tell me a bit of a mixed bag on the long-term time frames, the daily, the 2-day, 3-day, 5-day, and weekly. The stochastic RSI is starting to turn to the upside. The MACD seems to have bottomed out. So once again, let's have a look at Bitcoin. MACD looks like it's bottomed out. Weekly, MACD is sort of pushing to the upside slowly. We do have a weekly, change in direction of the moving averages, but usually when we're down this low, especially the last few times, we spent a bit of time down here in the oversold territory. So this doesn't mean here right now, because it's pointing up, doesn't mean that we're going to start pumping to the upside. I mean, look here, we crossed over. Let me just remove that. Let me just use the stochastic. Right here, the blue moving average crossed over the orange, and we had a very nice green candle. All right. So if by the end of this week the price continues, we'll probably have a crossover, and this is why we might have a bullish candle to at least 18,600. If we can break through 18,600, then yeah, I could probably make a case that the bear market is over, even though I don't think so. And then here we go once again, where the blue crossed over the orange. We had another sort of pump to the upside. So we could possibly these two moving averages could cross over this week, right? If we get a big enough pump, because this is a bit of a delayed indicator. It's not a front running indicator. But once we do cross over, we tend to get a nice green candle. But like I said, I'm probably expecting something like this, where we go up, people FOMO in, we come back down. We have that one last leg down. Now, the reason why, I think that we have another leg down, because a lot of my indications indicate that. So, a lot of my indicators indicate that. I have a lot of confluence around that $13,000 to $14,000. But now everyone is looking at that level. Ever since I pointed it out, everyone's taking my ideas, right? Everyone's stealing my technical analysis. And because everyone is now looking at lower, it wouldn't surprise me if now we just have big whales setting up limit orders down here and are not going to let the price go lower. And this was probably the bottom. If it is, fantastic, but I'm not going to go back into the market completely until we break 21,400. All right, so I've spoken about this before. We need to break the previous high. We need to come down, create a higher low, and then I can be like, sweet, we're probably in a mid-bear market rally like what we did in 2019. Guys, I see we have 8 people. If this is your first time watching, please comment your favorite altcoin below. I'm just doing Bitcoin right now because I don't see any other altcoins that I can do technical analysis for. So just jot your favorite altcoin below. I'll do some TA on it. Make sure you also like, subscribe, turn on notifications for this channel, because we go live every single day. And before I continue as well, I would like to remind you that we have a new webinar on how you can generate 7 passive incomes using digital assets. We teach a lot of this stuff in our private program and groups. You can find the registration link below. So breakoutsolutions.com.au/7-passive income. Wait, I'll find you the short one. This is the short one. It goes to the same page, but probably a little bit easier. So breakoutnow.co/income-event. Register your interest for the event. It's on December 11th. And you're going to learn how we've been making money through this bear market, even whilst the market has been bleeding. Because if you're just a buy and hold investor, like most retail investors, your portfolio has probably been looking pretty bad ever since the 8th of November last year. So for 12 months, you've been looking at red numbers. H-bar, all right, no worries. H-bar. Alrighty, on the weekly, well, this is in a good spot to buy. Let's have a look. H-bar, it's at 5 cents. The low was 4 cents. The weekly stochastic is pointed to the upside. That's very good. Let me just turn it on to log, just so it looks a little bit prettier. Okay, so that's good. Weekly stochastic pointing up. Daily is on the over bought territory. So, look, we have a nice little triangle here, guys. Let me just go 4 hours, see if the triangle looks a little bit nicer. Okay, so we have a, well, this could be a breakout, a very easy breakout trade. I'll just do a rough triangle. Can't go left enough. We'll just do it here. Okay, we've got a nice triangle. Might just do that so you can come here. Okay, it's a pretty good triangle, guys. We had a very similar triangle for TWT. So could we see the same thing here? Boom, 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 boom. I can foresee a bit of a breakout here from H bar. Yeah, might look at logging that. Let's have a look at Trust Wallet, because Trust Wallet had the same pattern, and I'm pretty sure I had that triangle. There we go. Look at the triangle I had on Trust Wallet. All right, boom. We had the breakout. Now, what I'm waiting for in regards to this breakout is for Trust Wallet to come back down. Well, on the daily, it looks like it wants to continue to the upside. The weeklies in over bought territory. I want to see H bar come back to the top of this triangle, which is about $1.50, and then I'll be happy to get in. If it doesn't go that low, too bad I missed it. As an investor, you need to make sure you set your limits. If the price gets action, or your trade gets action, fantastic. If you miss the boat, hey, there's like over 10,000 other cryptocurrencies that you can invest in, doing a bit of technical analysis that you can jump on the boat with. You're not going to catch every trade, but if you see something, so right now I'd put some buy orders at about, yeah, like I said, between $1.50, what was that one? $1.55 and $1.67. I just have some buy orders here, nothing huge, right? Because this is an altcoin, and the purpose of, being in crypto is to generate more Bitcoin. So I think the same thing is happening with H bar. So I might see if H bar is on Bybit. It is. H bar is on Bybit. How good is that? I might throw in a bit of a long here with this triangle. We will just have to wait and see. But look, on the weekly, definitely some positive news for H bar, and hopefully it can continue. What's its high point? Let's go H bar. Let's go Binance. What's the history? Okay, so we can see H bar hit, 57 cents during the bull run. So right now, if it's a good project, I haven't looked too much into H bar. I've heard about it before, but I can't look at every project. This is an easy 10x coin, because even if it just reaches the previous all-time high, that's a 10x. Throw $100 in there, turns into 1,000 pretty easily. H bar is cool. I bought some TKS, Matt. I'm off to bed. I'm assuming thanks. TKS is thanks in abbreviated language. Guys, I've been here for 23 minutes. I'm gonna do one more altcoin. So first in best dress, type your favorite altcoin in the comment section. And I will do it. If not, I will call it an afternoon, because I've got a busy afternoon of coaching calls with some of our clients, and I've got to get on with my life, even though I'd like to be here all day and go through all 10,000 cryptocurrencies. Last call. So 3 seconds until I end the stream, unless I get one more request for some altcoin. 2 seconds. That's not an altcoin. 1 second. Going once, going twice. All right, looks like we're out of altcoins, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's stream. Once again, please like, subscribe, turn on all notifications for this channel. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I will try and respond to them post-stream. But apart from that, catch you guys next week for the next altcoin technical analysis video. And if you missed that, feel free to tune in for Wasim's Money Mindset and Wealth tomorrow. And we have the DC live stream on Friday. That's it from me. Bye for now.